anybody could be your fucking friend when you're alive. To have a friend when you're dead, that's special. Somebody to look after you, somebody to keep your name alive, somebody to keep your work alive. And you've done a great job with Ronnie.
That's my job, to keep Ronnie's music and his legend alive. You know, I promised him that before he passed away, and do what I can, and also to try and rid this horrible disease, which one day hopefully we'll find a cure.
They found it in Mexico. I don't know what's going on here. You go to Mexico, they freeze your asshole and you're back jumping up and down. Here, they don't know nothing, these white people. They don't know nothing. You go to Mexico, they fucking kill you. Only Steve McQueen didn't get fucking killed. Everybody else lived. No. But I have a friend that's suffering, and he went down there. It was a procedure they won't do here.
Stem cells? Or?
No, he went to Mexico. They froze the cancer. Boom. And I just saw him the other day.
It's just too much FDA things that you have to be approved before you can get something going. And a lot of times, you know, some of the pharmaceutical companies, maybe they don't want to find a cure because they make too much money.
That's right.
You know, I remember one I went to get when Ronnie was first on his chemo, and there was a pill that I had to go buy. And she said, that'll be $600. I said, we have insurance. She goes, no, that's a copay, which is okay for us. But what about Joe Blow down the street?
Yes.
$600 a pill that you have to take every month? I mean, forget it. And that's just the beginning of it. I mean,
yeah, we could sit here for hours and talk about all the fucking faults in the medical system.
Yeah.
There's always a by the way.
Yeah.
My friend's mom broke her hip last week, and the hospital in Santa Monica, the lights went out. No, the mold was on the wall in Santa Monica in the ER. They had to close the hospital, so they had to take her to Torrance. She's there with her mother that night. I mean, this chick's a fucking daycare teacher, and they come in with a bill for transporting her there. Because Medicaid only covers 21 fucking miles. Really? No. Where'd you come up with that number from?
Yeah, really.
21 miles. So they wanted like $82 a mile, and it was like an additional 8 miles. This lady barely, you know, she's a daycare teacher. But this is our system. These are the by the ways you find out when you get sick.
Yes.
We never think about getting sick.
We just pay insurance all the time.
We just pay fucking insurance.
Exactly, yeah.
And then one day you're in the hospital and you're like, what the fuck do I pay for?
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't cover aspirin at $22.50 a fucking aspirin. Well, you know, I'll tell my wife to bring the fucking aspirin. You know what I'm saying? Take that aspirin and shove it up your ass for $22. What am I, stupid here? So it's you know, you have to take care of yourself.
You do. You have to be healthy.
What year did you meet Ronnie?
I met Ronnie in Bound, I think it was 1974.
Wow. And when did you finally hook up with him? Like, you were friends for a while, right?
We never broke up. We were always married.
You were always
always married.
I thought you went in there as the friend for a while.
No, well,
then
you know,
he dumped the second wife, then you slid in.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
We were married for a long, long time.
I know how you good-looking blondes work.
There's always things that go on in life, and as you know, there's ups and there's downs, and we went through ups and downs. Yes, we did, but
so you
we
were
were always married.
74.
In 1974, he had just completed the first Rainbow album, Richie Blackmore's Rainbow, and they had not been on the road yet. They'd not toured yet, but they'd completed the album. I met him at the Rainbow in Sunset, and we started going out together, and then he went on the road, and he called me and said, quit your job, come on the road. I said, no, I can't quit my job, but I'll come for a couple of weeks. And I never went back.
He was at Richie at the time.
Yeah.
Now, the first time I ever even heard of Ronnie James Dio was Rainbow Rising, that album. And they did a show, maybe 79, 78 with the Scorpions.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think Schenkner showed up in Jersey. It was a fucking party.
Yeah.
And I went down there, and at the time, I'm not going to lie to you, I went down there for Richie Blackmore, and I went down there for the Scorpions. But Ronnie James impressed me. Like, I went home and bought the album and Stargazer.
Oh, yeah, it was a fabulous song.
All that stuff.
Fabulous song.
Fabulous, fucking fabulous voice.
That song is one of my very favorite songs.
Okay, see, so we're on the same page. So I took it home and pop, and, you know, Ronnie James Dio, whatever. And then Fucko replaces his singers. So he came in with that other fucking guy. I'm going to rock you all night long. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
And then, you know, I fell into Black Sabbath by mistake. You know, I
So did Ronnie.
Yeah. I put on War Pigs like everybody else, and maybe 13 and almost jumped out a fucking window. that was it. And then I bought like Sabotage, and I was ready to fucking go. Where's the heroin? Like, where's the fucking heroin and the Meshuggah pills? I need it all. And then I remember I bought Master Reality, and I got Angel Dust and snorted the Angel Dust. It was like my birthday. It was my 17th birthday. I bought Master Reality, and The Exorcist was on.
Oh.
And I had The Exorcist on with Master Reality over it with earphones on, tripping on this fucking Angel Dust. And I shut it down, and I never listened to Master Reality. So I was a big Ozzy. And then my mother died, and Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath was the theme. That was my new avenge the shit on the world.
Right.
God had taken my mother.
Yeah.
And then I went to see Black Sabbath, and they were fucking god awful with Van Halen. Van Halen took them to, Van Halen was the opening act. Nobody went to see the opening act in the 70s. You had till 8:30 to get there. Nobody went to the opening act. But the word on the street was to go catch this Van Halen band, and they came out like fucking, they ran the garden. And I still remember watching Bill Ward snorting coke off the snare drum. Like, we were sitting that close. They were that fucked up. And you could tell. And then Circus Magazine, which I still have a copy there of, Black Sabbath left, and they got this singer named Gary Brown, or something Brown. Have you ever heard the Black Sabbath videos with him before Ronnie James Dio?
No.
It's fucking god awful.
No.
It's god awful. Dave something from a band called Savoy Brown joined Sabbath for a temporary 3 songs. Oh, horrible. And then Ronnie James Dio snipped in, and people were like, he's the guy from Rainbow. But you're fucking filling into Joe Montana's shoes. You're going into Willie Mays' shoes.
Yeah.
You're filling in. What Ronnie James Dio had to pull off was a fucking magic trick. And the album came out.
Yeah.
We wanted to fucking hate it. Everybody was looking to hate that fucking album. Fuck him, fuck Ozzy. And every song, Heaven and Hell, you're like, Jesus, Children of the Sea. Jesus, Die Young. Jesus. I want to hate this fucking song, but I like it. And then he did a tour. You're going to see, I'm not fucking with you. He did a tour, and they played Philadelphia. It was Black Sabbath with Ronnie James Dio. Fucko from Sammy Hagar with Shakin' Street. And it was Montrose. Ronnie without
Ronnie Montrose,
Fuck Nut in Philadelphia.
We're going in like fucking Marines, you understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.